I know what it's like when you meet someone and everything's amazing, everything's so good, and you're so connected to this person, then suddenly something's different. Something's happened, and then the energy changes, or you don't even know what's happened, but the energy has changed. They're not texting you as much, they don't seem as interested, and you're trying to get it back to the way that it was before. And you think if you just adjust yourself, if you accommodate them, maybe if you text less, maybe if you seem a bit more aloof, they'll come to you. You stop chasing and you start just sitting still and waiting and waiting and waiting, but yet nothing ever changes. Because actually, emotionally, you are still energetically chasing them, thinking about them, ruminating, and you have lost yourself in a way at this point, because this is what happens, especially when an avoidant starts to pull away and you're not conscious of your own pattern of self-abandoning, okay? So avoidants pull away when things start getting real, when something happens that maybe requires them to look at themselves, take responsibility, be accountable for something. And this is the time when they often start to go, I don't know if I can do this. Their feelings start to feel a bit numb and they shut down. So what would happen if you said or did something different than what you normally do? So if you think about the way that you might have responded to this kind of situation in the past, we know the results were not great. You didn't necessarily get what you wanted, and it pushed somebody further away and left you feeling like you'd really done something wrong. So let's change the narrative. Let's change your response. Let's change your mindset to this kind of thing so that you know what to do if this ever happens or is happening right now. So before I get into this video, I want to let you know that I've got my one-to-one coaching available again. It's not always open. So if you've been thinking about getting coaching, you'd like some support with something that you're going through, you can send me a message or email me and we can set that up. Or you can look on my website and book something in straight away. So let's talk about what you would do, what a secure person would do in this situation. So they start acting differently and pulling away, and your anxiety is rising. But remember that this is not just about you proving yourself to them. It's also about you deciding if they are right for you. So let's turn this on its head straight away. And remember that the way someone is showing themselves to be and the way that they cope when intimacy happens, when life gets stressful or an argument or conflict happens, is showing you about how they function in relationships. So first of all, ask yourself, is this good enough for me? Not just how do I get them back, but is what they're doing right now right for me? That's the first thing. Now, if they've been doing this for a while, you might simply, honestly, like a secure person would literally say something along the lines of, I want something that's consistent, that's growing, that's committed, and you seem to be in and out and hot and cold, and that's making me feel like I can't rely on you, and I need a partner that I can rely on. So for now, it seems like we want different things, and I'm going to have to say this isn't working right now. Honestly, simple as that. That's if you already know this person is literally showing me and has shown me time and time again, this is what they're doing right now. If a secure person was in that situation, they would not stand for it. They would set a boundary straight up like that. That would be a shock to an avoidant, okay, if that happened. The other thing that you could do, if they say to you, I don't think this is working, right? If they say, I don't know if I can do this, rather than try to convince them, ask them questions, you say, okay, I understand. That makes sense. If you are not ready to be in this relationship, then I am happy to let you go, because I really want someone who is. I want to be with somebody who is ready to be in a loving, committed relationship. I want to grow together. And you don't need to even say all of that. You just can say, okay, I respect that. And it's been really nice hanging out with you, and I wish you well. Honestly, I know it feels really counterintuitive, but actually, that gives them a huge surprise, because actually they expect you to chase them, they expect you to run after them, they expect you to give them that validation of seeking them out more, okay? But if you say, okay, that's fine, I respect that, they're like, huh? Wait, what? You're not gonna chase me? Oh, maybe I am actually more safe than I thought I was. Maybe I'm not going to be engulfed. Maybe this person isn't trying to steal my soul like it feels to them sometimes, because they're scared of engulfment, right? So you have to respect where someone's at. If someone says, I can't be with you right now, or I'm not sure, then you sure as hell should not be sure about them. You know, you want to be with someone who is sure about you. Yeah. So if they start saying, I'm not sure about this, then you have to not be sure too. Okay. So that's another thing that you can say. I've got loads of responses to things like this in my ebook, The Perfect Replies to Your Avoidant. There's like responses for every single scenario that you can ever imagine, and loads of different types of text messages that you can send. So it's really good. If you're wondering, okay, how do I respond to this avoidant partner? This situation's happened. What should I say? Or you're thinking, what would Karina say that I should say? Just get my ebook, because it has all of the things that I would suggest in there. But the goal of that ebook is not to give you like, here's the word for word perfect thing that you can say. It's actually you formulating your perfect reply, you learning to trust yourself, you finding your voice, because that is the winning formula for this. You being so sure of yourself and so sure about what you deserve and what you want in a relationship that you know how to respond to these flaky behaviors, right? We've got no time for the flakiness. We've got no time for this. We have got time for avoidants who are working on themselves. We have got time for avoidants who are communicating. We have got time for imperfection with actual growth coming alongside of it. Because nobody's perfect. Nobody's going to get it right all the time. But don't let that be an excuse to tolerate consistently inconsistent behavior. Okay? So I hope you found this video useful. If you'd like any more information about what I do, you can find out about that in all the links below, or you can send me a message on Instagram or email me. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.